kicking things off at number 5 is Highway to Hell by AC/DC. This album has some of my favorite songs ever on it, which is Girls Got Rhythm, Walk All Over You, and Touch Too Much, and those songs are all back to back, and it just makes side one super strong. Uh, Beating Around the Bush is pretty good too. And then side 2 isn't as strong, but it's got great songs like If You Want Blood You Got It, Get It Hot, and Night Prowler. Love Hungry Man and Shot Out in Flames is awesome too. Not as good though, but Highway to Hell, the soundtrack is it's okay. Next is gonna surprise people because people always say that I know this band has better albums like Rocks or Toys in the Attic, but Aerosmith's Get Your Wings is my favorite Aerosmith album. They may not have the best songs on it, but as an album, I feel like it's their most complete one. Well, especially in the 70s. And songs like Same Old Song and Dance, like for example, it's not my favorite song. It's probably my favorite of their hits, but it's still great. Lord of the Thighs is awesome. Space Gives You vibes. SOS is great. Seasons of Wither is one of my favorite Aerosmith songs, so that's great. And then Training Up to Rolling is great too. Pandora's Box is the worst out of all these songs in this album, and probably the ones I'm about to show you too, but it's whatever. Van Halen 1 is next, and I don't even know where to start. This album has Running with the Devil, Eruption, You Really Got Me, Ain't Talking About Love, and I'm the One on side 1, and it's just really strong like that. Side 2 probably isn't as strong, but it probably has better lyrics, like songs like Figure Love Tonight and Little Dreamer. Dave sings amazingly on those songs. On Fire is great. Ice Cream Man is a great cover. Atomic Punk, what Eddie does on the guitar is so cool. And Jamie's Crying is probably the hit from this album, but it's probably my least favorite, but it's still really good. Next is what got me into rock and roll, actually, which is going to be Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. I overplay this album all the time, but I've come back to it and I still love it. It's still great. Paradise City and Sweet Child of Mine is probably the first 2 big rock songs I ever got into, and it just led me to this way of awesomeness of music. My favorite songs on the album, though, probably tied between It's So Easy, Night Train, Think About You, and Rocket Queen. I love the ending of Rocket Queen. I think that's some of the best lyrics Axl Rose has ever written. But other than that, Welcome to the Jungle's okay, but yeah, it's a great album. Number 1, it's gonna be a surprise. Beggars Banquet. People like to say, oh, Sticky Fingers or Let It Bleed's better. No, they have better songs maybe, but this is the best Stones album by far. The opening track, Sympathy for the Devil, is just, the lyrics are so cool. And then going into the nice mellow song, No Expectations, sorry, it's not Kiss, but No Expectations. Love the slide guitar. Dear Doctor's a fun song. Jigsaw Puzzle has some of the best lyrics ever, in my opinion. Street Fighting Man is a great song from side 2. Stray Cat Blues, I love playing that song out loud, and Salt of the Earth is probably the best Stones closure song ever for an album. Anyways, I'm going to hand this over to my friend Rich now.
Okay, so we're now going to move on to my top 5, starting off with 52nd Street by Billy Joel. This is a really good album. This actually used to be my mom. She owned this originally. We just found it. It has a lot of really good stuff on it. My Life, that's one of my favorites on here. Yeah, I just really like this. It has a lot of jazz elements in it. And yeah, that's really all I gotta say about this one. Moving on with number 4, we have Sheer Heart Attack by Queen. This is my favorite Queen album. Has a lot of hits on it. I show the track list here. Cure Queen, that's a good one. Flick of the Wrist, that's my favorite on here. Now I'm Here, that's good. Stone Cold Crazy. And yeah, so a lot of good hits on this one. This is a 70s Queen album. I'm a big fan of 70s Queen, so obviously I had to pick this up. So yeah. Moving on to number 3, I've got Heaven Tonight by Cheap Trick. This is my favorite Cheap Trick album. I actually got into Cheap Trick not too long ago. Basically, when I first started collecting Final back in December. Surrender. That is, without a doubt, the best Cheap Trick song that I have heard. And as you can see, a lot of hits on Top of the World, California Man. Don't know if you guys can really see the track list very well, but there's that. For number 2, I have Escape by Journey. This is a really great album, another one with a lot of hits on it. Right here, Don't Stop Believing You Cannot, hate that song. Stone in Love, Who's Crying Now, Keep on Running, Escape, Lay It Down, Open Arms, that's a good one. Like, this has basically everything on here is really good. So there's that. And number 1 was really hard to decide on because I had to go with a Van Halen album because they're my favorite band basically. So it was really hard to make between 3 albums. And out of the 3, I chose this one. It's Diver Down. This is, in my opinion, my favorite Van Halen album. I had to choose between this, Van Halen, and Van Halen 2. Those are my 3 personal favorites. And I just had to go with this. It's just has a lot of good stuff on it, really. So I just had to go with this one. Like, Where Have All the Good Times Gone, Little Guitars, Secrets, that's my favorite. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of hits. And yeah, that is my top 5. I hope you guys enjoy.